Here in California, what's as tough as climbing Mount Everest or swimming the English Channel? Could it be finding a Republican in San Francisco? Reporter Stephanie O'Neill rises to the challenge.
For centuries, modern man has looked at them and wondered. These great monuments to ancient tribes that ruled and prospered long ago and then vanished, leaving only these stone temples to show that they were here. The pre-Celts left these at Stonehenge. At Chichen Itza, the relics of the Mayans. And these are what remain of the Republican tribe that ruled the city of San Francisco a century ago. Though they thrive elsewhere across the land, Republicans have mysteriously disappeared from the metropolis they once bestrode like giants. I came to San Francisco determined to find survivors of that once proud race. Their numbers now dwindled to a minuscule 13% of the population. I did not yet know how difficult my search would be.
Excuse me, we are on a search for Republicans here in San Francisco, and we're wondering if you've seen any today.
No.
Excuse me, has anybody seen any Republicans here today?
I actually left them all at home. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Have you ever seen a Republican in San Francisco?
I don't really know what they look like.
Have you seen any?
No, but if I do, someone's going to get their ass kicked. No. Oh, sorry.
It was clear that asking the locals was getting me nowhere near a Republican. I went to City Hall, but Honest Abe Lincoln was the only Republican I found there. So I tried hiding to see if any would emerge. It was while looking down from atop one of San Francisco's fabled hilltops that I observed the unmistakable signs of a Republican in the midst.
Wait, I think I've spotted one.
I went down for a closer look and found a remarkably brave soul trying desperately to bring back republicanism to San Francisco.
Right. I'm Mike D'Annunzio. I'm chairman of the Republican Party here in San Francisco, which, as you know,
That's a very scary job.
Have you ever met a Republican before?
Not in San Francisco.
Not in San Francisco, right. You ever met a Republican before?
In San Francisco?
In San Francisco?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you're meeting one today. And notice, no horns. There's not too many of us here in the city, you know.
No, probably for good reason.
Are you guys Republicans?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Really not.
Mike D'Annunzio misses no opportunity to spread the Republican message.
That's a card-carrying Republican that you can be now.
This promising young recruit said he'd chew on it for a while. It was looking pretty bad for Mike D'Annunzio until he found this man.
Are you a Republican?
I am. Could I say that on TV?
Can you see that? We have a Republican. What's your name?
Tom.
Promising for a moment, but then...
Where do you live? Do you live in this district?
No, I don't live in the city. I'm in just visiting for the day.
After just an hour, I'd come to believe that I'd met the bravest man in San Francisco.
Why do you fight the Republican battle?
Oh, well, I think it's very much like being a Christian in the first century. So ask St. Peter, why?
Have you ever been in fear of getting stoned or publicly cursed?
No, not at all. Not at all. This is an anti-war city, as you may have noticed in the recent protests. Sometimes Republicans are referred to as the endangered species in San Francisco, but I like to think of us more like the Marines, the few and the proud. You know, I remind people that not everybody can be a Marine. It takes courage, it takes discipline, it takes good judgment. Just about anybody can be a Democrat, and just about everyone is.
I guess that shows you that the Republicans are very survival-oriented here. So endangered, I don't think so.
District Supervisor Tom Amiano has long observed the tribal behaviors of San Francisco Republicans.
So I think a lot of them actually do have a pretty good sense of humor. They need to, with those comb-overs. Oops. And that's just the women.
But Mike D'Annunzio knows that to survive, his tribe has got to find ways of increasing their numbers. In a city like San Francisco, that means he must go places like the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender Community Center. Here he is meeting with the Log Cabin Group, the official, albeit small, organization of gay Republicans. D'Annunzio is hoping that they can find ways of spreading the Republican message to their community.
Do you think you're ever going to make any real headway where perhaps Republicans will be in the ascendancy again?
Republicans are far from a dying breed, because the 58,000 Republicans that presently are registered, they choose in this very hostile political environment to remain Republicans. So we have a base upon which to build. I do believe that this is going to be a time when people are going to start looking to the Republican Party.
I got one last tip on where I could find a crowd that looked suspiciously Republican. But when I got there, they refused to comment.